Hi guys, it's me again, Line Eyes Official. Nagpa-vlog para sa inyo ang pawang katotohanan lamang at walang halong kasinungalingan. Ito ay vlog na totoo ang nilalaman. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening sa ating pong mga subscribers, viewers, and followers sa ating FB page. Sana po ay lagi kayong nasa mabuting kalagayan. So ang atin pong pag-uusapan for today ay tungkol po dito sa pinaprocess na Interpol Blue Notice para kay Saldico. So, i-credit po natin ito kay Karen Davila. I mean, ENC po ba to? Wait, let me check.
All right, now let's move on.
Sa ANC po, ANC po pala. Credited to ANC. So, ini-interview po ni Karen Davila si DOJ Undersecretary Jesse Andres.
To Zaldico. Bakit hindi pa po nakakasuhan si Zaldico?
Yes. As I said, we are proceeding in a very systematic manner with due respect to the constitutional rights of the respondents, including the right of presumption to innocence. Okay. Presently, we have developing a case where Saldico is involved in possible 16 transactions. Okay?
Oy, grabe guys Take note 16 transactions. Possible involvement dito ni Saldico.
Has not been filed yet with the DOJ. We are making sure that all the areas are covered with sufficient evidence, but we are presently developing this. Right now, the bits and pieces of evidence coming from the whistleblowers are already sufficient. But until and unless they have signed the MOA with the WPP, Witness Protection Program, and they have volunteered formally the affidavits to constitute their testimony to be given against the proponents, including Zaldico, then we cannot yet make this part of the evidence because they have to voluntarily offer this testimony. And we are leading to that. We are concluding within the next few weeks the memorandum of agreement.
Dapat itong mga whistleblowers na to, patungkol dito sa kinakaharap na kaso ni Saldico, i-pursue na dapat nila ito, no? Voluntary na mag-sign sila ng agreement, yung tinatawag nilang MOA nga, para sana mapabilis na yung process. Tapos mag-issue na rin sila ng warrant of arrest para dito kay Saldico, no? Para sa mabilisang pagpapauwi sana ng former congressman.
With the whistleblowers, with the main whistleblowers, and with that, we will now proceed with the filing of appropriate cases with everybody, not just Saldico, but all those involved officials and proponents who may be past or present senators or congressmen.
Okay.
Narinig nyo guys, hindi lang po ito si Saldico ang involved dito. Pati rin po yung mga nakaraang mga sangkot na mga, especially dito sa flood control, ghost flood control projects. Yung mga past and present na mga politikong involved, sila rin po ay kakasuhan.
Itong 16 transactions involving Zaldico, so nasa case build-up process po ito. Itong 16 transactions, what is Zaldico's participation? What is it?
Well, the narrative that is being given by the whistleblowers is that he has received the kickbacks arising from this
In cash po ba?
anomalous
In
flood
cash?
control projects. Yes, consistently in cash.
Kasi yun din ang lumabas sa ICI report, di po ba? Na yung bahay
Yes, sir.
po sa Valle Verde, parang bodega lang po yun. At talagang when the cash is downloaded by the DBM, nandun po ang cash, male-maleta, and it's distributed. So is that the same information that you have?
We have analogous parallel findings that these kickbacks were delivered to him in many venues in cash.
Now, why hasn't the passport of Zaldico been actually canceled at this point?
Yeah. Okay. Let me explain preliminary steps that we have done to protect the interests of the state. One is that we have coordinated with the AMLC, the Money Laundering Council Secretariat, for the possible filing of a petition for freeze order against the assets of everyone involved, including the proponents, including Zaldico. Some of the freeze order applications, petitions have been approved, and this has totaled 6.3 billion pesos already of frozen funds. Okay. Other than that, we have issued a blue notice through our Interpol network so that we can get the whereabouts of these persons of interest wherever they may be around.
Ito na guys, ito na yung pinaka-title natin. Mag-i-issue po sila ng Interpol Blue Notice para sa whereabouts nitong si Zaldico. So, ayon po dito sa DOJ, nasa Spain daw po ngayon si Zaldico.
The world. Maliit po ang mundo at ang Interpol po
Yon, maliit ang mundo. O kay liit ng mundo. O kay liit ng mundo. O kay liit ng mundo. So, malaki po ang tiwala ko sa ating mga, lalong-lalo na sa mga nag-iimbestiga nito, nagpapatupad ng ating batas na mapapauwi rin itong si Zaldico when the time comes. When the right time comes, di ba?
ay isang epektibong organisasyon na magsasabi po sa atin in due time kung saan sila at sila rin po ang tutulong para madakip at mabalik po.
Wait lang. Itong si Harry Roque, aka Akla, aka Humbading, hindi ba sila pwedeng isyuhan ng Interpol Blue Notice o kaya Red Notice? 'Di ba? Kasi itong si Zaldico, considered na fugitive na ito kasi nagtatago, 'di ba? Hindi ba kaparehas din ni Harry Roque?
Po sa kamay ng hustisya ang mga tao pong fugitive na ilalagay natin either sa blue notice or sa red notice. We have commenced the blue notice process with respect to Zaldico.
What does blue notice, for our viewers, Undersecretary, what does blue notice exactly mean?
Yes. The blue notice, as distinguished from the red notice, requires only the receiving state to provide information on the possible whereabouts of the fugitive. So we have received a reply from NCB Spain that the person being looked for passed through Spain. So whether he is still in Spain or not, we are not sure, but they are constantly monitoring his whereabouts. And the cancellation of the passport that you were asking can only be done after due process. Hindi po porke meron kayong hinaharap na kaso sa Department of Justice, makakansela po kaagad-agad ang inyong passport. May karapatan po kayo bilang Pilipino to travel and to hold the passport. And that can only be done through a court order. canceling the passport after due proceedings. Gagawin po natin
Ganun po ba,
after
Undersecretary?
matapos po yung preliminary investigation at may warrant of arrest siya galing sa korte.
Oo. Pero ganun po ba, Undersecretary, ang pagkansela ng passport is only through a court order? Ang tanong ko, could the former Speaker of the House, could he have canceled the passport, or can the
No.
President at this point already order the cancellation of the passport?
No. At this point, you cannot yet cancel the passport of Zaldico. You need to have proceedings before the court for the cancellation of the passport. And as I said, a necessary prerequisite is that he is a fugitive from justice. And that can only be the case after preliminary investigation and a finding of prima facie case against him, and the court issues a warrant of arrest to put him under the court's jurisdiction.
Now, what if Zaldico is in Portugal? There are
So, yung tinatanong ni Miss Karen, hindi daw po pwedeng presidente ang mag-utos na kanselahin ang passport ni Zaldico. Ang sabi po ni ni Justice Undersecretary, dapat kailangan pong dadaan talaga sa due process. No? Siguro sa nakarang administrasyon, kung sakaling iimbestigahan nila ito or naimbestigahan nila, tapos lumipat si Zaldico sa ibang bansa, for sure siguro ipapakancel na agad yung kanyang passport without due process, di ba?
rumors that he is in Portugal and the Philippines does not have an extradition treaty with Portugal. You can correct me as we go along. If he is in Spain, they said it would be easier to extradite him. Paano ko pumunta si Zaldico sa isang bansa na walang extradition treaty ang Pilipinas?
That is correct. With Spain, the Philippines has an extradition treaty. With Portugal, we have none. But there is a system within Interpol where we can ask the assistance of police authorities if a person can be labeled as an undesirable alien, and it will be a matter of deportation, not extradition. So if they pass the borders and they will be apprehended as undesirable aliens, deportation proceedings can be proper without need of extradition, but with the cooperation of the host government.
Okay. Now, can Zaldico at this point still use his private planes?
I do not know the whereabouts of the private planes physically. If they are not in the Philippines, probably he can make use of it. But the
so pwede
registry
yun?
of
Kasi yan ang tanong ng marami, di ba? He has private planes that were already transferred to Malaysia. Supposedly, that was announced by Secretary Vince Dizon.
Yeah.
Pero ang
I'm
tanong
making
nga
a
ng
distinction.
pangkaraniwang tao, kapag sobra kang mayaman, di ba, overdue process na po ito. Di ba? Ang lagi sinasabi ng tao, pag nagnakaw ka ng tinapay, diretso ka sa presinto. Pero eto, you can travel the world, magtatago ka. Pwede pa
Exactly, Miss Karen. Bakit ganyan ang hustisya, di ba? Is it because the poor has no money and the rich has all the lot of money and power?
yung magpa-plastic surgery.
Yeah, I am making a distinction between legal ownership and possession. The legal ownership is already subject to the notice of freeze order,
Okay.
meaning it can no longer be transferred to other entities if he wants to sell it. But the physical possession, we do not know where it is. So he may be using it, and it's up to the authorities whether they will allow the aircraft to land in their area, knowing that there are legal proceedings against this particular aircraft.
Okay. But, I mean, this may sound, funny at this point, but it is possible. What if Zaldico suddenly, he has plastic surgery and he doesn't use his passport. He doesn't use a credit card. He's in hiding in some home. He goes by an alias. How could the Philippines, frankly, have him back in the country?
I am very confident that we have ways and means to get the fugitive back. I am also the head of the Philippine delegation in the Interpol, and we have a strong network arrangements among the member countries of Interpol. We easily track down people and even intelligence information if they're trying to get a change of face through cosmetic surgery. We will get this intel information in due time and we will act accordingly. Maliit po ang mundo. Hindi po makakapagtago ang tao sa ngayon. Dahil po yung cellphone, lahat ng mga technology, natitrace na po ngayon.
Undersecretary, sa laki po ng pinagsususpetsahang ninakaw ni Zaldico, bakit po blue notice pa lang? Hindi po ba red notice na po dapat ito?
Hindi. As I said, the distinction is the red notice now will enable the other country to arrest based on the request of the Philippine government. Right now, there is no red notice because it is not yet proper for an arrest because there is no court order yet issued on the warrant of arrest against him. But in due time, after the case is filed in court, the trial court will issue a warrant of arrest, and on that basis, we will apply for a red notice that will enable the other country to effect his arrest and deliver him back to the Philippines.
All right, let's talk about the...
So yan po ang paliwanag ni Justice Undersecretary Jessie Andres. No, so the distinction between Interpol blue notice ay yung nagsasabi kung saan po ang whereabouts ng isang fugitive. Wherein yung Interpol red notice, yun po ay yung manghuhuli. I mean, yung mang-a-arrest na po doon sa fugitive. Unless meron na pong inilabas ang Supreme Court na warrant of arrest. Alright? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay? So, yun lamang po ang ating topic for today. So, maraming salamat po sa inyong walang sawang pagsuporta sa aking munting channel. Ito na naman po ang inyong lingkod, si Line Eyes Official, at naniniwala sa kasabihan. Aling konti ang views, ang importante, hindi tayo nagpapakalat ng fake news. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Mag-ingat kayo palagi. I love you all. Bye-bye. See you when the time is right.